Welcome back to a rare, non-alarm Velvet Room after so long fighting enemies. We have more of Mementos to go, actually quite a bit more, but I wanted to do the level 30 challenge battle, and in fact, the next challenge battle isn't until level 50, so maybe we're not too high for this one. Probably wanted to do this close to level 30, but yeah, I kind of put it off for a bit. But that Spiral Rasetsu Anklet is actually kind of ridiculous. So our target score is 43,000, and we get 20,000 of that for winning in 24 actions. So basically we're going for 23,000. And triple points for Psychokinesis attacks, and 8 times points for a Morgana takedown, and because of that, I have equipped Morgana with the Psy Ring. So Psy Morgana takedowns are 24 times points, because those multipliers stack. But yeah. Let's do this. Brutality ho! Okay, we have an exploding Decarabia here. And then we also have this thing.
It has a significant resistance to ice.
Oh, I remember this. Okay, so yeah, this thing nullifies everything, so if you don't have Almighty, the only way to damage it is the explosion of the Vicious Pentagram here. So the gimmick in this phase is to get a really, really big baton pass hit, because you basically want as much damage as possible on that takedown on this thing, so that you one-shot the Pulsing Mud. Otherwise, you'll spend way too long here. We also have Chanting the Boon, which is weak to Psy. So, oh, and we do have Yusuke as well. See, here's the thing. I would really, really, really like to get some charge attacks going, but at the same time, I wonder if one good charge hit on that Decarabia, because in these fights in general, I really, really, really don't like, I'm gonna Tarukaja Joker, I really, really like to take down the waves as quickly as possible, because usually if you let the enemies actually get a turn on you, they hit you very, very hard. So I like to avoid that if at all possible. Now, first time we're hearing that line. So I have Baton Pass boosted hit, and the thing about Decarabia is, and we're not really supposed to know this now, but it's weak to physical, so hopefully this does enough. Okay, good damage there. Okay, good, I one-shotted the slime. That's mainly the thing I wanted. Interesting combo here. You have one horn, you have 2 horns, and you have a helmet and a dagger that kind of looks like a horn. So I love the name Dark Sun. That's weak to Psy. I kind of want Morgana to kill it. Fire, weak, and you are Curse weak. I don't really have a whole lot of good things to do with those, so ailment guns are also an option here. If you just really want to go for some Baton Pass boosted attacks desperately. I love this. Ambassador of Filth. I don't think I've seen this thing's demon name before, that's great. Expressionless Beast, huh? Okay. Okay, got the knockdown on that that one. That's weird, the sound effect got cut off there. Also, that's kind of a cool outfit there. But anyway, I'll explain these outfits in a moment, but this is kind of weird. I'm going to be doing a Rising Slash from Yusuke here, and I'm kind of hoping this doesn't kill this thing.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, that actually did way less than I hoped, because I want Morgana to get the killing blow on that. Okay, what to do here? I also have Freeze. Yeah, that was pathetic, so that was bad. I can get a Psy Baton Pass going here. Let's see what I do with this, though. Problem is that regular Psy is very weak at this point, but I don't have an accessory that gives a stronger Psy attack. I can get a good technical shot off on you, though. No multiplier off that, so that's actually quite bad, and you are weak to fire. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I do here. Probably should attack buff Morgana as well.
It looks vicious.
Okay, not weak to anything like that. Although, I could go for Burn. Because that might make it easier to get a Morgana takedown. But at the same time, I also need Morgana to get the takedown with Psy for maximum points.
I'll try this.
You got him, Fox. One enemy
Sort of
hit the
doing some
ground.
on-the-fly planning here. Nothing, like, hugely, like, obviously strategic.
Okay.
I feel like maybe another Rising Slash might get you decently weak for Morgana to finish you. Too much. I had a feeling that would happen. And yeah, this is why I don't like letting the enemies get a turn in. Well, at least that missed. Do I have any fire on Joker?
You can go for its weak
Oh,
spot.
I have something really weak with fire, which is not a good idea here. Dorman Rush, maybe? Well, missed outright.
Persona! Not bad. Right on target.
Okay, it's Burn now, so that means that Morgana might be able to...
Feels pretty good.
Okay, you're missing a lot, which is good. I can get a technical with Morgana, but at the same time,
It looks vicious. We should go for
I'd rather
You can
finish
still
it with
win this.
Psy.
There.
Okay, that's kind of low-ish.
Persona!
And then I can buff up Morgana. I feel like there's going to be at least one more wave.
Witness my resolve. I'll finish you.
Okay, not a Psy Morgana takedown. That amount of points is not great. Oh, a lot of things here.
This will be the final battle.
Okay, final round.
Tough, but weak to nuclear.
Lamenting Sacrifice. Okay, that's Ice weak. That's weak to Psy and Nuke. That's weak to Bless. And, okay, two things here are weak to Bless. Okay.
Nitra!
Let's try this. I know one of these things is, yeah, it's a Reflect, but I block that anyway.
Not bad, Joker.
Okay, Yusuke Baton Pass.
Mine. I am thou.
No, just gonna go for a regular Bukula on you.
You got him, Fox. One enemy hit the ground.
Yours now.
Second attack. Nice.
And now... Oh yeah, Lilim's also weak to wind. Psy this first,
One enemy on the floor. Bonus on up.
but now let's see if I can finish that Lilim with Morgana. I did good, that's a good bonus here. But I need to get like another 20,000 or so. Which could be difficult at this rate. I can definitely do this in 9 actions though.
That was their weak point. Keep up the pressure, Mona.
Persona! Goemon, strike!
Not their weakness.
Okay, somebody got frozen. Yeah, these guys tend to like charging.
Sorry.
Nice moves, Fox.
Awakened God is frozen. Okay, but some things are back up, which means I can get the chain going again.
Knocked him right off.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't actually die.
Yours,
Alright,
Roger.
on to the next.
This is my other
Now,
side.
Yusuke can do
Goemon!
this.
You got him, Fox.
Okay, you're low, which is good, because I might be able to get a Morgana Psy takedown with that. Of course, the score is entirely based on how much damage he does, so if he's doing low damage. Still not a great score off of that. Now, getting a technical here will remove the freeze, which is a problem.
Persona! There we go!
Just going to keep that attack buff going. I have surplus actions to spare, so I should probably just ensure that Morgana kills everything here. Could actually go for the Lucky Punch technical there, but... Let's see this. Okay, that was not a lot of damage. I'm probably not going to do this. There's me okay now, I love that.
Joker, are you alright? Joker, your health is low. Watch out.
Let's go. Ravage them!
Okay, Frayla.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
I don't think I'll get this. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Yeah, not quite. I needed a couple of thousand more points.
A resounding victory.
Come! There. Persona! Yeah! Screw you!
Panther knocked one down. Looking good. Not there yet.
Let's go. Ravage them!
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
Next up, get him.
What do you think you are?
All gone in one fell swoop.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, letting Morgana get both kills off that explosion is probably going to really help. It took me a while to actually set that up, but it turned out Arn's low power knockdown on the Dekarabia really helped.
Persona!
Okay, now to see how I deal with the rest of this fight.
Go!
We should have this as long as we win in 2 actions and survive. Oh crap, I might not be able to finish it in 2 actions though.
In trouble.
Well, I'm probably dead anyway. You are kidding me. You are utterly kidding me. Are you for real?
Joker's losing hope. We have to be there for him. Try again when you're not so scared.
Ravage them!
Okay, that should do it. Yeah, that should be enough.
Simply incredible.
It was the final round that kept tripping me up.
I'm surprised, inmate.
But equipping Morgana with Regent to give him Auto Tarukaja instead of needing to bring Ryuji, which freed up that slot for Yusuke so I could hit Ice Weaknesses, that was the key in the end. That was almost an hour of trying the same challenge over and over, but this is very worth it, because this lets anybody use Matarukaja, which is a fantastic skill. 10 minutes between the before and after saves of that challenge battle. It was a lot longer out of game.
It is time, inmate.
But with that done, I need to decide who to give that Matarukaja accessory to. Also, you may notice here that everyone, except for Futaba, is sporting the rather fetching ensemble of Karu Kozaka High, featured in Shin Megami Tensei If. Now, this is an outfit that I've been waiting to get to for a long time, because Shin Megami Tensei If is a very, very interesting game, but I like Morgana with the Ring of Gluttony. Who wants having access to Matarukaja? I kind of want to give that to Morgana, actually maybe even Makoto, although I like the Atom Necklace. Yeah, okay, I really like the Ring of Gluttony, but I'm going to give this to Morgana right now. The Spiral Rasetsu Anklet. It's a little pricey, but it'll give Morgana something to do, and, you know, change card decals. Oh yeah, this is some of the free DLC that came with this version. So, party style.
Well then.
Okay, I guess we can't see it just yet, but let's start partway in from our most recent safe room in the Path of Kaitul. Still one of my favorite path names. It's just because Kaitul just sounds really nice to say. Pretty sure that's the right outfit I've got on Morgana right now, But yeah, the free DLC, and you'll have access to even more of that if you have the new versions, which should probably be out by the time that I'm talking. Oh boy, wow, yeah, this dates this. This is the 20th Persona Anniversary decals, when it's now the 25th Persona Anniversary. So yeah, this would have been DLC from Vanilla Persona 5.
I see it. There's a shadow.
Green one. Could I actually get an alarm, please? Because I really desperately need to fuse more Personas right now. I just feel like I just haven't fused, like, anything serious, like something that I've actually wanted to use. There we go, thank you, alarm. I kind of want, and maybe I'll get to the end of this area of Mementos, and then I'll go back to the Velvet Room and fuse stuff. But yeah. They've already confirmed, like, as of recording this, though, the anniversary concert hasn't happened, but they've already confirmed there won't be any new game announcements. Oh, speaking of things that I, kind of wanted to see more of, Mementos skits. There were not any of them so far, and I think I just cut off one from Yusuke there.
The platform! We made it!
Got a lot of stamps, but Jose hasn't shown up yet. These striped pants do look a little weird, but I will say I actually really like Arn's version of this outfit. Although she's got a kind of a almost Oculus Rift-looking thing around him, and also so does Yusuke. So I suppose I should get into an actual battle to show the music for these outfits. Because we have a target, but they'll be overtaken by the mini-boss theme. What do we got here? Okay, we've got two of the stamps right next to each other. But yeah, I'm going to get into one fight just to show the music.
See it.
Oh, it's another green thing. Hello there, green thing? If it's a green Coronzons, maybe I could actually recruit one.
Surprise attack successful.
Come.
Don't lose.
You're mine.
Knock them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
All right,
Fox, taking
on to
over.
the next.
Persona! Prepare yourself. Do your
One
main.
enemy crushed. Keep that up, Fox. Persona! Not finish you.
This is my other self. Die! One shadow left.
Enemy crushed. Keep that up, Fox.
Negotiation interrupting it. Let me just take some money. Yeah, I don't actually care about you right now. Even though you're charging. In fact, I care about... Oh, you get an attack off. And I don't care about it either because I dodged everything. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna rush you. That's how little I care. Morgana getting the kill there would have been fantastic.
Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Huh. I don't know if that's the actual victory theme from SMT If or not, because the music that you just heard there, Shin Megami Tensei fans are probably going to be, like, asking some questions here, because, oh wow, you're new.
It has no physical weakness.
Did you even...
So let's use an emotional weapon. Fear.
I love that line from Makoto. Has that played before? Because it's amazing. But yeah, I don't think you've appeared as a regular enemy in any other dungeon. But yeah, though you Shin Megami Tensei buffs out there will know that this is actually a Nocturne song.
We can't talk right now.
Also, this is the first time I'm showing this. Yeah, if you get a Shadow who is shocked in a hold-up, you won't be able to negotiate. Same thing applies to Freeze.
Let's do it. Time to finish this. It's showtime. Here's the bullets.
So, why would they use a Nocturne song for Shin Megami Tensei If? Well, the song from Nocturne was already a remix of the song Old Enemy Akira chapter from SMT If. The Akira chapter, or the Akira route, I think was added to SMT If in in the PS1 re-release, I think. But I can play a little bit, like next time I get the chance, I'll play a little bit of the original PS1 version of the song, just so you can hear what it originally sounded like. But I guess Atlas here you could call it kind of laziness, but Atlas realized, oh yeah, we already have a remix of this song from Nocturne, so we may as well use the Nocturne remix here rather than having to make a new remix, even though they seem to have made a new remix for the Persona 2 battle theme. Back in Nocturne, this was the battle theme of the Amala, not the Amala Labyrinth, but the Amala Network. They're actually quite different things. They're both dungeons, just one of them is a dungeon that's meant to be your teleportation system and you accidentally get sucked into it at one point early in the game. And I cut off Yusuke again. And the other is the super brutal optional extra dungeon. I was really hoping for Coronzon there. I wonder if Coronzon is actually green for me at this point, though. This song is pretty cool, though. Even though it is reused from Nocturne, it's still a pretty nice song. But the main reason why I wanted to talk about Shin Megami Tensei If is because I had a feeling Morgana would get the shock transferred there, but it doesn't matter because, you know, the battle's over anyway. Is because Shin Megami Tensei If holds a lot of significance to the Persona franchise. It was never localized, and it's a very obscure game in the franchise for the most part, but it's often referred to as Persona Zero. This is because it has a gameplay mechanic where if you die, you can get demons that act as like a guardian, like a quote-unquote guardian entity, and that's said to have inspired the concept of personas, like how they work from a gameplay standpoint, but also the fact that it's set in a high school. Its main conflict, to not spoil much, involves psychological and societal issues rather than philosophical, religious, or mythological issues. So, in a lot of ways, it does feel like a precursor to what would later become the Persona series. And it also is very loosely, ambiguously canon to Persona because its female protagonist shows up in Persona 1, I think. Though I've heard that she actually becomes the love interest for one of the creator's self-inserts, which is kind of weird. But anyway...
Yes.
Yeah, hostile work environment. That's kind of a buzzword in the office environments these days. But let's see. I mean, I suppose I can bring... I mean, Makoto's the closest thing to an office worker out of all of us. Let's bring her. I suppose I can bring Arn, and I'll take Yusuke as well. Ah, you guys are the Phantom Thieves. Yes, we are here to speak to your complaints departments. Can we file a complaint in the form of a fist in your face? Oh yes, that. Could actually imagine Anna as a company president, though I'm not sure how well she'd do with how her general, you know, kind of weirdness when it comes to social situations sometimes. High and mighty ruler, huh? Is this guy also gonna have the angel voice type? Okay, so he just turned into Kumhanda. And I forget if this guy has a weakness.
Only the good die young, kid.
That's a great line, though. It seems like he's got the punk voice type instead. Oh, okay, he's weak to Bless, just like, a lot of, well, just like, Kumhanda, I think, normally is. Okay, then. Well, if you're weak to Bless, your fate's already kind of sealed.
Go down.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
That's not quite as cool as the looking cool Joker line, to use cool too much, but at the same time, it's not quite as over-present. Okay, I feel like this guy's one of those, or maybe I should have actually equipped the, Null Brainwash accessories here. I feel like this guy is one of those, things. You get the idea. Enemies where, a baton pass, boosted hit from Yusuke will probably do more than an all-out attack.
Yeah, he's fine, buddy.
I feel like it's a bit deeper than the usual punk voice, though. And he still looks like he's about to go to the bathroom when he's in his, hurt animation. Kumhanda, I mean.
Ooh, Joker.
So yeah, let me just test that theory. I did about, like, a little, you know, over 250, but with the all-out attack. Let's see what happens if I baton pass to Yusuke and do this. It's not as much more as I would hope for, but still more. See, I don't actually trust this song to be from the original SMT If, given the battle theme isn't.
My persona
Defense Master. Yeah, I realized when I was in editing, I probably should have got rid of Frey rather than Rakukaja last time. I can rectify that mistake now. That's pretty cool, though. It's definitely beyond PlayStation 1 quality, that song. As usual, then bringing up this excuse. Yeah, the vicious cycle. I mean, this does happen sometimes. I mean, some people who are abusers will not abuse themselves, though, but I mean, in some cases, this kind of thing does happen. And, you know, I mean, when he confesses all of this, he's probably going to end up demoted himself. This is interesting, though, because you actually get a book out of this, just like the Chinese sweets from our last Mementos venture. So yeah, it seems like that guy kinda had a heart after all. If that was his treasure, though, maybe it means that his desire to provide for his family was what spiraled into all of that. Only one target, and I'm pretty sure they're at the end of this area, because that's usually how things work with Mementos. But of course, we need to explore all the way to the end anyway, so let's keep on going. Area a little further past here. How many stamps do we have right now? 13, okay. The number that a lot of people consider unlucky, but I mean, there was an entire, I know I talk a lot about my, some of my childhood memories, but, there was an entire, I think, chapter in, like, one of the old Murderous Maths books that basically, oh, hi there, Jose. Finally, I can,
I'll send you the results.
I can get that ring upgrade, crystal upgraded into a ring, I mean. But yeah, like, one of the Murderous Maths books spent an entire chapter on, trying to debunk the whole thing about 13 being unlucky, and that was pretty cool. Though I still think in those books, this is totally irrelevant to what's going on right now, but my absolute favorite chapter of any Murderous Maths books is the one on irrational and transcendental numbers. It basically portrays it like a horror film, and like when you think about it, those numbers that infinitely recur with no pattern to them like pi really are the mathematical equivalent of eldritch horrors, so I mean, I felt like it made sense. I just thought that was a fun way of depicting everything.
All right.
A complete thing.
Ice Magatama can be kind of alright sometimes. I feel like when the game says high chance of freeze with those items, it usually doesn't really mean it. Oh, hi there. Yeah, it can be a little awkward when there's some insta-killable and some non-insta-killable enemies.
Enemies. Don't worry though, they're no big deal. Sound good?
Have we seen that activate before? I feel like we have at least once.
One enemy.
Well, that one was reinforcements.
Slaughter.
Okay then, a third battle.
The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work.
However,
Ooh, free stat.
yeah, that was pretty simple. Where'd that third one come from, though? Was it through the wall or something?
All right.
We took a lot of damage.
Yeah, I don't often see those comments after battle, but yeah. That actually leads me into something that I wanted to talk about with this game. So, I've kind of got on sort of vaguely relevant tangents for most Mementos videos that I've done, and here's one that I actually wanted to talk about since, like, several videos ago, actually. I've really wanted to, and I just had other more pressing topics to talk about at the time. So, this topic is, why is Persona 5 such a popular game with JRPG haters?
Hey, mister.
I've noticed that a lot of people, and this is mainly, like there's been a few other examples too, I often see in like reviews that I've recently looked at of the Switch port of like, I'm not normally a big JRPG guy and I like Persona 5. But the most notable example is that Dunkey and Yahtzee, who are both content creators who have a violent loathing for the entire JRPG genre, both of them like Persona 5. And I've always wondered why that's the case. And saying it like that, it kind of makes it sound like I don't like this game and I don't think this game deserves to have that honor. That's not entirely true, but I just feel like a lot of the reasons that they say that like they give for liking this game, to me I feel like there are a lot of other, like if they... Okay, like let me phrase it this way. I feel like if you like Persona 5, it's very likely there are a lot of other JRPGs you'll like too. So, that's sort of the thing. Like, some of the reasons that people give for liking Persona 5, things like the characters or the story, I feel like if you like the story and characters of 5, you'll probably like 3 and 4 too, at the very least. And there are plenty of other JRPGs you'll also probably like if you like Persona 5. I have my own theories. You know what, I actually think I need to restock my itemization things just because I want to make sure that I have the right stuff on hand for these later. I can get... I haven't even used any of these stamina kits, even the tutorial one we got, but suppose we can grab some Confuse Vials. I would definitely like your finest blank cards, please. Because I am doing a lot of itemization lately. I'll get back to my topic in a moment, but first I just want to show what the Ring of Wrath does. So this gives the Wings of Wisdom skill. It just cures all ailments for all allies. 10 SP is fairly cheap for that, but at the same time... And it just gives Auto Tsukukaja to one person, which, you know, you can get Auto Master Tsukukaja for the Ida 10's belt from the Kichijoji used clothing shop. So, in general, it just kind of feels like it's okay as far as, like, normal accessories go, but for a Will Seed accessory, especially given how powerful a lot of the others are. Also, I think Morgana was probably about to say one of his suspect lines now. I keep cutting off the Mementos skits here. I just wanted to show the animation, though. And I can't even do it because somebody needs to have an ailment. Okay, then.
Okay.
And I should just go to a lower area. I thought so. We've got our target at the end. So this is the point where you do have to backtrack in order to get all the stamps, because as you can see, we went through all of the floors and there just weren't enough stamps. So this is where the Memento stamp thing can get a little annoying, because you're not guaranteed to get all of them in one pass through, even if you fully explore every floor, since some of them are randomized. But anyway, we have this guy here, and given this is Yongen, let's see, I think we should bring Morgana here. I'll take Ryuji. This guy I remember being mainly a physical attacker. I definitely remember what he transforms into. Okay, doesn't have a weakness, so in this case we probably want to go for some technical, so... I could actually bring Arn and try and use her, like, burn, you know, Morgana win combo. Let's try that. And then, in a sense, by using violence against their shadows, we technically are also kind of using bullying to get our way, but anyway. Yeah, this guy turns into Ippon Datara, and the reason why I remember that is because I like to call this guy the Shonky Builder.
Opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Even though he's, you know, more of a land speculator slash developer than an actual builder, it makes me think that because... So, this is kind of like an in-jokey thing, but there's, like, tabloid news shows in Australia seem to have this fascination with what they call shonky builders. Basically builders who, wow, you see I wasn't even in the party for that one. Basically builders who, well, do a bad job and, like, you know, build, like, playground equipment that breaks or has rusty nails in it, or is, you know, dangerous to children or things like that. And while obviously that's bad and something to definitely call out, I just find it kind of hilarious that a lot of these tabloid news channels seem to treat these people like they're responsible for everything that's wrong with society. It's like, they just, it's something that yeah, you kind of have to have sort of grown up in Australia to really get, but there was just one of these satirical shows that once went over like what they thought was like this news program's like favorite type of person when it said this man is a drug dealer, and it was like at least 2 other times, and Shonky Builder. I think I once wanted to nickname a Conkelder Shonky Builder, but anyway, that's basically just it's just kind of a dumb thing. But yeah, this guy being vulnerable to status ailments, it does mean you can take him down fairly easily. Of course, we don't have guaranteed technical knockdowns, but we actually will very soon. I don't think an enemy resisting fire makes him any more resilient against the burn ailment. But yeah, I can basically just keep him stun locked, like, or not. Yeah, that can happen. Of course, being dizzy won't mean anything for the accuracy of buff skills. So we can still keep this going.
Come on, keep up. Sorry.
Right now, Morgana is like, God, I wish that were me. Oh wait, that is me.
Go!
I'm not getting success with sleep right about now.
Joker, you're vulnerable. Quick, use your special attack. Joker's in danger. Let's show him what we think of that, Mona.
So yeah, another way that you can potentially get showtimes to trigger. I do feel like they're a bit too generous with these.
Excellent.
But this does definitely show how you really...
Feeling her better?
Also, I love Futaba's reactions out. How you can't get complacent in these fights, even when you're crying. So, oh, I still have a charge, and I haven't even used it yet. I was kind of waiting for a possible baton pass, but I never really got to do that. Okay, then now I get shock.
Support's on the way.
Okay, yeah, HP healing. I think that's more likely when you have low HP on the party. But okay, now I can do this. There we go. No more Shonky Builder. Well, that school symbol is a 5-pointed star. In the world of like SMT, they were practically asking to get thrown into a demon apocalypse.
Now then.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's implied he's done that same thing elsewhere. Also, yeah, you might want to apologize for threatening that arson too. That was also definitely problematic. Okay, so with all of that done, yeah, I do need to backtrack a bit in order to get the rest of the stamps, so I'll see you once I've done that. Also, Morgana needs some energy drinks. Oh, dang it, my drink numbers aren't even. Yeah, sure, have them both at the mean number.
I'll send you.
I don't think I've seen that happen before, actually. That's pretty amazing. Like, I don't think this is like, you know, ridiculously sort of like everything is sort of 100% randomized. I feel like there's just a series of set patterns that floors can end up being
Let's get him.
in Mementos, but this is one of those patterns, and that's pretty amazing.
Whoa, this area's pitch black. What?
Okay. This is not exactly a great time to be getting this, because I want to just find cracked walls for stamps. Yep, here's one, just kind of randomly out in the middle of nowhere.
That wind sounds like people's voices. voices.
And that stain on the wall is... Ah, I see.
When you figure out you can do anything, you realize you have no idea what you want to do.
Whoa, this philosophy shit is way too much for me.
That's a good one.
This treasure demon's done for. We all did great, huh? Just like I thought.
The reason why I wanted to show the Jewel Tool line in the previous Mementos visit is because we have Futaba now, so we won't ever have a chance to hear the Jewel Tool line from Morgana again.
Piece of cake. See it. Don't an echoey place like this just make you want to go yodelay?
Having you around helps keep my mind at ease, Skull.
I don't know if that was a compliment or not. If it's a compliment, I'll add that to the I ship it pile.
See it.
2 more to go.
New move? You did it!
Oh hey, now I can pass that on when I fought at that persona. Oh, hi there. Aha, yeah, usually stamps are behind cracked walls. They're easy to see when you have third eye on. Just 1 more left.
Hey, does anyone want to go shopping with me? I need someone to carry my bags.
Who would go after hearing that?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Morgana would, if he had the capacity to carry bags.
You can't study how to fight in a textbook. So invigorating.
You're a fist fighter after all. Hell, you're manlier than I. Never mind.
We're getting a lot of good Memento skits here. Oh, 2 gold ones.
Whoa.
I mean, I've got way more than enough lockpicks at this point. That was totally worth it, actually. Balm of Life is very good now that we won't be able to buy Melon Pan anymore, sadly. I suppose now I could go back to what I was talking about earlier with the whole, I said that I had a theory as to why JRPG haters like Persona 5, and I think it's because of the way the turn-based combat works. Because a lot of people don't like turn-based combat because they find that it's, you know, too slow-paced for them. I personally like it for exactly that reason.
On these rails, it feels like a scene in a movie. Suddenly, a train! Just kidding.
I didn't know Arm could be a troll like that. That reminds me of that movie Stand By Me that's referenced in Pokemon, but I've never actually seen. But what I was saying was that... So Persona 5 is still very turn-based, but it feels so fast-paced. I think that's both due to the fluid animations, the fact that every action in combat is mapped to one button.
These tracks are incredible. Where do they even go?
Perhaps there's an end of the line. I suppose we will find out eventually.
Just stay there.
Can I finally recruit you this time?
It looks so shy. Please be extra nice.
Seems I've proven myself as a Joe Schmo twice, so let's not do that this time. Oh, we've already had this one. Kinda cringy. Sure is. I think I chose this last time and he didn't like that.
Oh yeah!
Wait, how does that work? You're like a whole bunch of spirits mashed together. Like, how does that... I suppose it means that you have, like, a lot of chances for any given day to fall on your birthday. Because it only takes, like, 30-something people to be in a room before it's very likely at least 2 will share a birthday. Probably a big downer of the birthday boy didn't show to his bar. I don't think I've seen this one either. Happy birthday, I had no idea. This will be your death day too. Does this count as nice enough for you? Hey!
Oh yeah!
You know, I kind of wonder, there could be kind of a funny way to, like, write some kind of a fiction about something like Legion or Coronzon and the whole birthdays thing, because, yeah, if it is a whole mass of different spirits mashed together, then probably is likely that it has multiple different birthdays. But I mostly did that just to get it in my compendium. Yeah, I'm sorry, Black Ooze, but it's time for you to go.
Got a new mask,
Time for you to get
Joker.
cleaned up. But yeah, what I was saying, about every action in combat being mapped to a button, see, like, there's a lot of things where a lot of people are like, oh, this is ripping off Persona 5, yeah, that I don't agree with. But I do actually, like, one thing that I will say is that a lot of JRPGs after Persona 5 came out, they did start mapping different actions in combat to buttons rather than just being a menu that you choose from. I know that Trails of Cold Steel started doing that, starting with the 3rd game. And it does help make things feel a little bit more fluid. I think I've seen some comments, like in a lot of online forums, talking about the whole, you know, wider JRPG haters like Persona 5 thing.
I just heard a growl.
My bad. Need a snack.
Where they said that, like, basically it's one of the few things they've seen to make turn-based combat feel like a hack and slash, and I suppose that's right. It's also like the fact that the battles are quite fast-paced in that damage numbers as a whole are quite high from both you and the enemies, and I find that battles tend to not really go on all that long. Oh, that's perfect timing. That's the last one I needed. There we go, 20 out of 20. And Jose's not here. So I'll turn the stamp into him later, because for now I can finally show this off for the very first time. Never actually used one of these before. I mean, I probably could have just gone up to the previous floor and then zipped back to the entrance and not needed one, but I wanted to show one of them at least. So okay, before we go into the Velvet Room, I'm going to save, because, you know, the whole deal with the alarm, it can quite easily cause accidents.
Do you need something?
Just thinking, we're kind of out of the Persona game reference outfits. We'll start going into mainline Shin Megami Tensei and other things. Or, for the next part, we could do something that's a little fitting given what recently happened in the story. Yeah, I think I'll do that next time. I haven't shown a lot of the outfits that don't give unique battle music, and I might make an exception this time.
Begin searching.
Okay, so, oh wow, that's a lot of very high-level personas that I don't really want to get because I don't really want to abuse special treatment all that much. I'm kind of okay with going for Daisojo, though, honestly.
I see.
In fact...
This is certainly a powerful persona.
Yeah, I can pass your whole shot. I mean, honestly, this moveset hasn't really been as good for me as I expected it to be, but I can use this to pass that moveset on to somebody with much more magic. And I've seen this option when I was going to the Velvet Room for just Confidant personas earlier, but I wanted to wait until an alarm to actually do it. So, at the same time though, let me see if there's anything better I can... Oh, White Rider's actually a nice persona as well. Yeah, Triple Down's a very solid skill. With all three of its hits, this is actually technically the strongest gun skill in the game. There is a single target one that's kind of around the same power, but it also has a high crit rate, so it kind of depends on which one you want. But against things immune to criticals, Triple Down's usually better. And it's available relatively early. So, Bloodstained Eyes, that's an interesting trait. It's kind of interesting, but I feel like Yusuke's traits just... I mean, Yusuke's trait only works on physical attacks, but yeah. I don't have Belphegor either.
I see. This is certainly
but
a
I don't have
powerful
Tower.
persona.
Oh, but I need Tower soon, because we'll be starting that Confidant quite soon. So I need to fuse Belphegor anyway. Orobos and Fuki, yeah, I can do that. Those are both just throwaway personas. Could also get Thoth. But I don't really want to up-fuse Setanta because he's more of a... Actually, wait, Setanta's strength is not great, so... Really, it's kind of similar. Yeah, let's actually go Daisojo first.
You seek power beyond your limits.
Yeah, that's a lot again for only a few levels higher than us, but I'm going to pay it anyway.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Skillful combo, yeah, I'll go for skillful combo, because, increases damage after a baton pass. Actually, wait, I don't know. Doubles effective drain. Oh, that might be a reference to how good Daisojo's draining skill was in Nocturne, actually. It had a really good drain skill in that game, and it's basically one of the reasons why it was a great persona in Nocturne. That and... But I don't really use Spirit Drain much anyway in this game. That and the fact that it's,
Expect a modest gift of power.
It had null mind, like, naturally, so it nulled a lot of ailments, and ailments are obviously really bad in Nocturne. And also it had, like, the equivalent of, Salvation, which I think was just called Prayer. Yeah, what is it with monks and having a body immune to disease? Because they get that in Dungeons & Dragons as well. No, I can't afford to give up Shock Boost on this moveset. Okay then. Samsara is not amazing in 5, but it is the best Bless insta-kill move in the game, so... I mean, maybe... Yeah, I can take that. Oh, Bless Boost is good, though. Can I already have that on Mithra, though? I don't find myself using Mafrela a whole lot, though. And yeah, Dear Raha next, which is kind of nice. Okay, so it's going to be an accident if I use that again. So I'm going to instead... Anything good that I can itemize? I already have a Queen's Necklace R. Frost Ace Hood. Plus 40 SP is pretty solid for Morgana, even though the defense is going to get outclassed pretty soon. Although, I probably want to register that Jack Frost before I do that, because it's probably better than the one I already... Yeah, it's better than the one I already have. So let's do that. Although you have Rakunda, which is a great skill to pass down an inheritance, so maybe I shouldn't actually get rid of you. And this right here is why you shouldn't be so trigger happy to go register all, because, yeah, my currently registered Fuki is better than the one that I have at the moment. I'm guessing, oh, absolutely the same for Aurora Bus. I really do not want to do register all here. Same for Lenan Sheed, so, yeah, careful of that. Okay, this is kind of weird.
Is this the result? Assume your new form.
Okay, thankfully no accident there. I am tempted to actually buy back that Jack Frost immediately, because I really want to pass down Rakunda to something at least. Also, any advanced fusions that I can do now? Oh yeah, I don't actually have the Neko Shogun request done yet. Oh, but I'm the right level for Hellbiker, though I don't have Dekarabia.
Strong one. Choose which skills
I
to
do
inherit.
need Belphegor, so let's go... I'll go for Intense Focus. And that's a lot of single target buffs there.
Let us begin.
And so we have created an enhanced toilet, I suppose. I feel like that quote's a little sexist about assuming men like, I don't know, toilets and bathrooms and stuff, but okay, I can... yeah, why not? I don't care about this persona anyway. That's... alright.
Well,
it is what it is. Shoot for the stars.
Yeah, I kind of kept reloading that
This
until I
is
got
how
magic.
May your powers become one.
Okay, there we go. Got that. I was really only doing that to get you out of the way so that I could, potentially do another fusion. Because as I said, I haven't done fusions in a while. Tarunda? I might actually need... Oh, that's removing debuffs. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot I had Medea Rahan on you. Yeah, I guess I'll take that over that. Sukunda. Unfortunately, no Rakunda.
You okay with this?
Well, it's
Choose
about
which
time I
skills
got
to
Anubis. And Foul Odor actually combos quite well with Wage War and Marin Karen. Oh, and this will let me pass down Rakunda as well.
I cannot expect any new power from both
So
of
yes,
you
we currently
to
do not have the ability to power up Personas of this Arcana. We will in the future, but not now. Still think it's interesting how like Egyptian mythology is like still kind of it just always felt to me like it was considered more family friendly than like Greek mythology. I don't use Moodle that much, so I think I'll actually go for this. Well, here's that classic Igor trolling, giving you a resist skill on a persona that naturally nulls that element. I'm pretty sure I got that back in my Persona 3 playthrough as well. But yeah, like, even though it features, like, crocodiles eating the hearts of people who were considered evil and stuff, I kind of describe it best as, at least, you know, unlike Greek mythology, it's not like every single god is a serial sex offender. But anyway, Spiral Curse Ring... Yeah, I suppose I can take the Spiral Curse Ring. Curse is a rare ability outside of the protagonist, so letting other people use that could be useful in certain situations. Okay, now I'm mostly stuck here with personas that I don't really want to give up, but does Stone of Scone do anything useful to anyone here? Yeah, Yuinta Thoth potentially is quite good. So, also, I do really like Red Rider as a tower persona, but I might want to wait until I've actually established that Confidant.
That's a pretty strong one.
Oh yeah, I was also saying White Rider, but I only need to be like 1 level higher before I can make White Rider without having to pay, so I should probably wait to do that.
Unremarkable.
So let's go Thoth.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Relentless is a little weird given that I'm learning the non-elemental Megado. Intense Focus. Negados, unfortunately, there's no single target of those versions, so yeah. I suppose I can take Intense Focus. Oh yeah, that's really useful with a lot of these skills. So instead, I'm going to actually pass down both Rising Slash and Charge, even though this isn't really a physical persona, because I just want to have those as skills that I can keep carrying on to later personas, because yeah, Setanta is the earliest source of Charge in the game, and I don't want to, you know, potentially, you know, waste that. I want to keep Charge around. No, I don't want Rising Slash. Taunt is also actually a very nice skill. This is a really good one, I've said earlier, for Psy-based technical builds, because, yeah, like, enraged enemies not only take technical from Psy, they also take massive damage from anything, so, like, they have drastically lower defense, is what I kind of mean by that. Megado. Yeah, of all the things here, I kind of don't need Freyla, because I already have Freydon and other stuff. No, I do not want Psy Wall. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I can have Charge and Concentrate on the same. I think, in fact, this is actually the earliest source of Concentrate in the game. I could be wrong about that. I'll put up text on screen if I am wrong, but that does ring a bell. So now I have Charge and Concentrate on the same persona, which is pretty cool. You don't actually need those skills on the persona you're actually attacking with, though, which is something to remember. Like, as long as you charge with something and then switch to the persona that you want to attack with, that persona will still get the charge benefit. So, yeah, like, you don't need to put charge on your physical attackers, and you don't need concentrate on your magic users. In fact, it's arguably better to have those skills on something that is more of a magic user that has, like, what is it, Spellmaster. Because, yeah, that way you get an SP cost reduction.
This is its power. I will require.
Actually, while we've got an alarm going on, I kind of want to show that. It could be an accident.
Alarm time, inmate. Always strive for more.
But yeah, we get the Pumpkin Buster,
weapon is more
the
powerful
stronger
than normal.
version of the Pumpkin Bomb, a gun with high burn for Ryuji that you get for itemizing Jack-o'-lantern.
Assume your new form.
I had a feeling it would be an accident, though. Seizure animation cut out for the sake of your eyes. Oh, just an incense. It's not the conceal item. At least I got the taunting aura item, and that's the main thing that I wanted. But yeah, with that, that's a lot of progress fusing things. We've got through an entire area, we've got all the stamps there, we've taken out all the targets there. Next time, a completely new area of Mementos with some more targets to face. This is a long Mementos visit, but it was a long summer of no dungeons, so it only makes sense to have some long Mementos visits now. See you all next time.